Hello and welcome to Crypto Trading 101. Of course, everything here is educational in nature only. Let's take a look at Bitcoin today. This is the chart as of January 22nd, 2018. We are at BTC Bitcoin, and you're looking at this video possibly deep into the future, so you found out if it either went down or it went up. We don't know yet based on this recording, so we're going to use some technical analysis and we're going to talk about chart reading. I'm going to hopefully lead you, if you don't know much about chart reading, I'm going to lead you in a couple of directions in this short video. Number one direction is each of these movements of the chart, whether green or red, these are called Japanese candlesticks. Japanese candlesticks. Come up closer here and you can kind of see each candlestick. If it was green, of course, the price, the period, this is a period of time that's representative. And here's the beginning. We went up green, went up all the way, came back and ended the period here. In a red, we began here, it went up just a hair, came all the way down and back up and closed the time period here. Red. And so we do know that that was a red or seller controlled time period. These are all representing time periods. I want you to go out to YouTube University or Google University, type in Japanese candlesticks and find the top 10 candlesticks and get to know them. One of the greatest candlesticks that I love is one called the doji, and this is a doji right here. A doji indicates a turnaround. As you see, it's got a great big wick and almost no body in the middle. That means that the price started, it went up, it came down, came back up, and ended exactly the same. There were no winners. The buyers didn't win, the sellers didn't win. It's a potential turn of the market. And after this big run up for an entire year, we get a doji in one day, and the next day the market starts falling. It's really a powerful candlestick. Don't you think maybe it would be good to learn the top 10 candlesticks and what they mean, so that if you see one, you know what's going on? You see a good candlestick that means something? You need, those are tell signs. They're telling you something that, caution, caution. If you were coming around the corner in a car, wouldn't you like to have a caution sign letting you know you need to slow down or maybe even turn around, there's something wrong up ahead? That's exactly what the Japanese candlesticks do. Okay, so right now we're looking on this chart, and without going into detail, I am using Fibonacci from zero price all the way to 20,000 here. I've drawn a Fibonacci line, and that has given me three main numbers where swarms of buyers may be waiting. You can learn about Fibonacci out there. It's the divine rhythm of life. It's in your body. It's in your cell structure. It's in your waking, sleeping patterns, your working, resting patterns. It's in everything a human being does. Fibonacci is in your heartbeat. It's in your bloodstream. And it's in the trading environment. When human beings start shaking hands, interacting together, Fibonacci comes into play because it is the divine sequence numerically of life. And so most markets can be tracked to high degree rate of success by using Fibonacci. So when we draw a big line, we come up with a 38%, 50%, and 62%. Those are rounded numbers of the Fibonacci divine sequence. And those three numbers are where a lot of times groups of buyers will step up and buy with a great frenzy. Okay? And so how does that happen? We'll take a look here. After that big run up, we came down to the 38%. It slammed hard, and the buyers, bam, bought it right back up, and were able to move it. And look at this. It hit the 38%, moved up again. Next time it slammed down under the 38, got just under the 50, slammed back up again. Yesterday, it came down and hit the 50, and now is trying to move back up. Well, the buyers are less and less and less each time, so I think that the sellers are probably going to take it a little lower. And not Fibonacci, but this is a number called 8,800 that I believe that the sellers need to hit. They have given me a strong tell sign right in here that they want to come to this 8,800 number. I'll tell you that hopefully in another video. But until the sellers come down and hand the baton off right here, they're still in the race to go down. And it's a very, very strong race. I think they're probably going to hit that number. On their way down, the next Fibonacci number is 61.8. I'll just call it the 62% number. That 62% number is 62% off. From 0 to the $20,000 high, we've got 62% off coming very potentially. And anything below $7,500, or that 62% off, is deep wholesale territory. So now, if you were at Walmart walking around with your cart and you saw some eggs, 62% off, would you just get a dozen? If you saw your toilet paper that you use every day and you saw it at 70% off, would you buy a cartload or a carload? This is how market professionals think. I'm hoping for this down here. And while the retail investors will be going, blood in the streets, oh no, Bitcoin has crashed, it's over, I will be gladly, happily buying a discount, hoping for a new day and a new run. When I started trading markets years ago, the early 2000s, I was upside down in my thinking. I was so upside down, I would be at my desk, here's my computer screen, and I'd be watching the markets and ready to trade, and I was thinking, because every time I wanted to buy, it would go down. Every time I wanted to sell, it would go up. And I thought I would put my beautiful wife at a computer screen on the other side, and I would tell her, I would say, buy, and I would want her to sell. And I knew that if I said sell, then I would want her to buy, because I believed in my heart that we were going to be going up, but my heart was wrong, and we would go down. And when I believed in my heart we were going to go down, my heart was wrong, because we would go up. So I thought, I can't violate my heart. When I think we're going up, I have to vote up. I have to buy because I think we're going up. But I really thought, I just need to tell my dear wife, you sit over there, and when I say buy, you sell. And when I say sell, you buy, and we're going to make a lot of money. The fact was, I was upside down. I was out of sync with the markets. You, as a retail trader, may be out of sync, so you need to take advice from those who have been resynced and have been realigned correctly. Here's a case in point. Bitcoin ran up from hundreds of dollars to $20,000 in 1 year. 1 year. I had people calling me here at about $14,000 to $20,000. My friends and family and people were calling and saying, I think Bitcoin's going up. Really? You think so? You think it's going up? They're thinking, it's been going up. I think I'm buying some Bitcoin. And I said, do not buy Bitcoin up here. Don't do it. Because you don't buy up, you buy down. You don't buy up, you buy down. And some listened, and most went ahead and bought up here, and they are just scared to death right now. Those who bought at 19,000, and the thought of it coming down to 7,500, they're going to lose 60% of their investment in just a couple of months if it comes down to this number. Here's what happened. They're upside down. They should have not bought while they bought. They should have waited, and they should have bought down low rather than buying up high. They're upside down. And so many people are upside down in their thinking. It's really part of the Adamic curse. If you understand the life of sin of Adam, being upside down is quite normal, and Adam usually makes the wrong call, and that old thing in us, that old heart in us, makes the wrong call until we are refitted or retrofitted correctly. Here's how we're simply tonight, 101 Crypto, we're going to retrofit you correctly. In the divine rhythm of markets, Markets go up, then down, then up, down, 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 up, down. So what have we found? We've found the rule that everything that goes up must come down. I want you to commit to yourself to stay safe, and that if it's going up, you're not going to buy it. You buy it after it starts coming back down. Why? Because what goes down must go up, and what goes up must come down. So do you want to buy Bitcoin after it's been going up, 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 up? You want to buy this rocket that's about to run out of fuel? You want to buy it up here? Woe to that poor little guy, the last guy at the top, right up here, who bought it at $20,000, and then he found out a month and a half later he could have bought it for $10,000. He's sitting at a 50% loss because he bought it after it had gone up rather than waiting for it to come down. Make a commitment to yourself. Don't buy a market that's going up. Buy the market that has gone up and now is coming back down. You'll increase your success rate. You'll take a lot of heat and pressure off of your life, and you will enjoy more success and profits because you bought it after it went down, and then you're going to go into profit and you're going to be happy rather than being this guy who's sad. You know what the outcome is for this guy up here at $19,000, $20,000, $18,000? You know what these guys, what their problem is? If they can handle staying in and they don't sell in a panic with a big loss at $10,000, $8,800, $7,500, if they stay in, by the time the market gets all the way back up, do you know what the greatest temptation will be? When it hits 20,000, just sell and get out, because this loss and this subsequent climb wore them out so bad they don't want anything to do with this market again. They're tired, and they're just going to hopefully get their money back. That's not why we invest. That's not why we trade. We trade to make a profit, but those who buy on the upswing don't seem to make a lot of profits unless you're real good and have a plan. The best thing to do is wait for a pullback. Wait for a pullback, because what goes up must come down, and what comes down must come back up. I hope this has helped you today. This is 101 Trading the Charts Up and Down. We'll see you again soon.